Hey guys, welcome again to another tutorial, and today we are looking at my entertainment solar setup. This is my entertainment, so this has my games, my TVs, my DJ equipment, and yeah, operating off the solar panels. So this is a drip feed system. So these 250 watts or 40 watts, sorry, and these panels are put in series to make 24 volt. We are using a 12 volt system, and yeah, these are my other panels. I've showed these in the past tutorial. I've still got the same one as well that powers my main stuff, but that's how this tutorial. And today it's a bit raining, which is a good time to show because it's been hot. I've mounted it on these got it mounted um, on these makeshift frames that I asked someone to make up for me, and we are propped it up so it gets more sunlight. Over here we've got the charge controller. So I've showed this charge controller in the past. This is a 10 amp Ridge Rider MPPT solar charge controller. 24 volts on the panel side, and then we've got 12 volts on the battery side, and we also got a load on which is 12 volts. So if we have a look at this wire here, this is for the batteries, and then this wire that I'm touching here is the load. So how I've made this, I've just cut a 10-meter extension cable that was broken and use the two internal wires as a positive and negative, and this is the entry that it's going in. So yeah, that's pretty much the outside part. Let me just climb down from this ladder and explain. So I just need one more 100 amp hour battery. I've got 3 of them, which I'll show you in a minute. Just climbing down off one hand. And yeah, so I use this for my entertainment because I live in a shipping container. As I said before, one of my past tours, I'm actually half on grid now. Sorry for the rugged door. My dad decided to put an inside door on the outside. It's been there for about a year, and that's the result. So yeah, I do sort of just note that it's going to be a little bit messy because I just set all the rest of the stuff up inside here. Hang on, I'll just pause my TV. So what you see here, these lights are actually powered off the first solar setup, so we're not going to be showing that. Just a second, I just don't get done for copyright reasons. So over here we've got a TV. We've got 2 TVs actually. The 2 TVs are hooked up to this system. So just to give you this one, this TV here is powered directly off the batteries. So the batteries in that solar system. This TV is the same, but the only difference between this TV and this TV is this has actually got its own inbuilt battery as well. So this is powering directly off the load, and this is powering directly off the load, plus it's got a backup battery. So let us have a look at the battery bank. So if we look down here, this is a drip feed system. So as you see, there's no inverters hooked up directly to the battery. We have a Bluetooth battery monitor. That's what we use to measure just the voltage. I don't really care how much watts that I use, only because this is a drip feed system. So the point of making a drip feed system is I want it to last. So like days like this where you get hardly any solar, this will be the main power supply. And then during the good days, the nice sunny days, this will be charging. So this is a 20 amp setup, 20 amp max coming in, 240 watts. I can only consume 120 watts max, so that's 10 amps. So I can only consume half of it. So on a good day, I could still use my entertainment and still get charging the batteries. Let me get up. Oh. Over here, we've got I reviewed this in the past. This is the portable power station. Bioenergy. We're currently at 68%, and we're charging off the we're actually charging and drip feeding 30 watts off those batteries I've just shown you. So this is actually what I use as an inverter. We've got a 200 watt inverter in this power station, which I've showed in the showed you in the past, and that's what I use if I wanted to use my game and my DJ equipment and anything I want to run alternating current appliances like this JBL PartyBox 520. That's got its own built-in battery, but it charges off the power station when I turn the inverter on. So I can listen to music with the inverter off, and then when I decide to run it, the inverter, when it comes on, it'll start charging, yeah. So I've got 4 main things hooked up to the drip feed system, which is the power station, TV1. I call this my nighttime TV. This is my daytime TV. And I've also got a fan, a 12-volt fan that I turn on when I get hot at nighttime. These lights are actually 5 volts powering off the other solar setup. It only consumes about, I'd say about 6 watts. And then we've got it's got a 3 watt lava lamp that just stays on as well. I leave those running all the time except for these lights, but this lava lamp I leave running. So yeah, so this is my entertainment setup. I've got a laptop. I've got a game underneath, but yeah. So what we got here is we've got this is the wire that I showed outside for the load. So this will drip feed. I'd say I use about 70 odd watts, 60 to 70 watts max, running all these appliances at once, because this takes around about 21 watts or 28 to 30 watts on when it's charging the battery internally. This one takes about 15 watts, and on a good day this can consume up to 60 watts. But what I've noticed is sometimes when you're using all 3, it'll stop charging this, or it'll struggle to run some of these appliances. But that's alright. I figured out the problem of that, and that is if I get another battery, that should stabilize everything. So this will have 400 amp hours, even though at the moment it's only got 300 amp hours. So 300 amp hours, I can only consume 10 amps max. So that means that if I was to run this whole system overnight, I'd consume up to 60 amps if I was running it at full bore, which I don't. I'd probably only use like, what, 6? I'll probably only use like 5 to 6 amps max. And that's not all night, that's just only in certain hours, only when things are charging or if I'm running in the inverter. So really, I would only be consuming like maybe 30 amps a whole night max, which by the time the sun comes up, it'll be recharging these batteries. I did have an inverter hooked up to this, but since these only rated at 50 amps, these parallel cables, and the inverter used to consume over 100 amps, I didn't want to blow the inline fuses. So yeah, also before I go, let me unlock the phone. This is the device I use to monitor the battery percentage. Just let me do my password. I just want to do my password without people seeing it. So if we unlock it, so this monitors the voltage. This is not a shunt, this is just a voltage reader. As this is the current status, only because I'm actually pulling current from pulling wattage from the system at the same time. So it is slightly charging, but not by much, only because of the day today. So yeah, and if we click the, so what you're seeing now is we've got your voltage on the left. It's hard to see because I've taped the screen's ready to fall out, but what this is showing is the voltage over time. So this is in 24 hours. So It's a bit, sorry, the screen's a bit dirty, so it's hard to see, but that's all it is. It just represents a line where the voltage drops or picks up or drops. It can drop for two reasons. If I'm pulling a load from the system and the day's not the greatest, or if these clouds that come in and out, and then the system can drop. You can see it's sort of like a steady flat flow until we get around about 10 o'clock, and it starts getting jaggedy. And then about when we reach to about 12 and beyond, no, actually, yeah, 11 and 12, yeah, it starts to go up and then back down. But we didn't have a good day today, so the charge wasn't the greatest. So this is using the BM12V app, and just to give you a better look at the monitor I use, this is by Century. I only brought this the other day. This is the BM12V. This is a Bluetooth battery monitor. One thing I was sort of disappointed about this device is it would have been cool if it had like a little display just displaying the voltage on it besides the Bluetooth. But this is strictly Bluetooth. Look at your positive. The negative, sorry, on this side only looks like a positive because I use all red A&L wires to make these things together. But this is the negative side. And then over here we've got the positive side. So this is represented by the minus for the negative and the plus by the positive. And same over here, these are hooked in parallel. So yeah, and that's how this is, how it's done. So yeah, the reason why I made a drip feed system is because I want this, especially in winter time when you get hardly anything, I want my entertainment to last all the time. And once I get this fourth battery, this will actually complete the solar setup. If I get more, well, that'll just be bonuses, because I'll just hook as much batteries I can in parallel just to maximize my entertainment. There's actually a gap over here just for one more battery, to be honest. They can fit in this area, or else I'd have to start putting batteries under the bed, which I don't want to do, but can be possible. So yeah, I just thought I would demonstrate and show my new solar setup. And yeah, hopefully you've learnt something new, and hopefully, yeah, we'll upgrade this in the future. And I actually plan to do a third solar setup. Well, a fourth one technically, because I actually got a third. This is my third solar setup. My second solar setup was actually just a light directly powered off the panel, but with no batteries, and it's a daytime running light. Actually, I'll just show you. Oh no, actually, no, we'll save that for another tutorial. But anyway, fine, guys, hopefully you have a good day, and I just thought I'd get back to you on another tutorial because it's been a while. And until next time, you have a good day, and choo-choo.